Sooner Scoop HD.
Season coming up, and talk about the excitement to get this thing going.
No, it's hella fun. We've been, I shouldn't say that. It's super fun. We've been playing against each other, and we're ready to put it together in a game. And it's going to be really exciting to just do it as a unit. I think we're going to win a lot this year, and I think we're going to be a sleeper team in the Big 12.
What's different about OU than other places where you have been, like George Washington and Virginia Tech?
I think our coach, Coach Porter, he's very particular, and I think in ways, even though you can never play a perfect game, I think constantly, being held to a standard of perfection has made us a really good team.
Was he a big part of why you came here?
Yeah, huge part. I wanted to be pushed defensively, so I know long term that's going to be important for my career. So being able to do that and help a team win is very exciting to me.
What's that chemistry like between you and Grant?
We're really good friends off the court. Like, we get along. We spend a good amount of time together. And then on the court, we complement each other pretty well. Because he's like a lead scoring guard with the ball. And then off the ball, you still got to worry about me scoring. So it's been really nice to mesh with him.
Talk about Porter's recruitment. Obviously, this is your third school in 3 years. How did Porter reach out to you? What was kind of the conversation like?
So it was actually Emmanuel Dildy. He reached out to me, and then he got me on the phone with Coach. And then Coach talked about how much potential he saw in me as a person. And I think in the past at my old school, I was kind of like a finished product. And I feel like Coach seeing more in me as a player meant a lot to me because I want to continue to grow and learn as a person and as a player.
What are some of the main reasons you came here to OU and decided to leave George Washington?
So like, I'm not a big city guy. And even though the weather here is like, one week it's 90, the next it's 30. I think it's amazing to be in a place that's more of a college town and like less going on. That means a lot to me for my mental health, to kind of just be in a slow place.
Right. What are some things that you and Porter have worked on for your defense?
Leveling guys off is one of the biggest things. Just making sure like don't retreat on defense, kind of taking contact and stopping them early. And then another big thing is boxing out. I didn't do that a lot in previous places I've been. So I think those two things combined will take my defense to another level this year.
You say you liked OU because you like the college town atmosphere of it. How's it been just getting settled in? Have you done it by yourself? Have you had like teammates to help you out with that? Who's kind of helped you settle in?
I'm kind of an explorer. I have a dog too, so I take my dog on a lot of walks, go random places, and then I've made friends outside of basketball, thankfully. Having a dog has helped with that. So I kind of just, whatever happens, go with the flow and do it.
What kind of dog you have?
I have a Shiba Inu.
Oh, okay.
She's the cutest thing in the world.
What's the dog's name?
Kiko. Yeah.
Grant kind of talked about your music career. You kind of snuck in some music there on the Europe trip. Can you kind of talk about me with that and just walk you through what got you into music?
So when I was 10 and 11, I used to play piano and guitar a little bit, and then I got really into basketball and I like lost time for it, so I started producing music because it's like you can still do those things but not be as good at actually playing the instruments. And then for like 3 to 5 years I was producing, and then my mom was like, you should sing to it, so I did. And then when I was 17 I released my first song, and then since then I've been releasing music.
Is it hard to balance with basketball, or is it something you do in the off-season?
No, I find time for it probably 2 or 3 times a week. It's a good way to just like take a step back and realize that like outside of basketball I am still a person. You know what I mean? I think that's really important.
I was talking to your dad earlier last week, and he talked about, it's always important for you to be in a place where you can play, and that's why you went from Virginia Tech to George Washington. Is this a place where you feel like you can play a lot and really contribute a lot in the way that you want to?
Yeah, that's cool you talked to my dad. I need to talk to him. But I think here, even though, like I said, Coach saw potential in me as a person, I'm valued for the things I bring to the table. And I think that's the biggest thing. Wherever you're valued, that's where we'll get a chance to play. And Coach and me have a good relationship and understanding of how things are going to go this year. So.
He also said you always try to build a routine on just being in the gym, constantly. You always said you would be in the gym early in the morning. You would be there late in the evening.
Yeah.
Have you gotten into that kind of routine here where you're in the gym all the time?
Yeah. So I actually learned that if you don't sleep, it's bad for you. So I do get 8 hours of sleep now, but I do like before class I'm in the gym for about an hour and a half, and then every day after practice I'm like the last guy here. I kind of take pride in making sure I put the work in, so you miss a couple shots it doesn't really bother you.
What's one thing that people really may not see, maybe on the court or off the court, that you really want people to know about you?
Okay, so sometimes I'll take ill-advised shots, right? It doesn't come from a bad place though. Sometimes it comes from a place of like wanting to win. And I think being here, I've actually done a better job of not getting in that mode where I take tough ones. But beyond anything, I just want to win. I think being here, people are going to see I'm a winner.
Yeah.
What's been that adjustment period like in terms of becoming a better defensive player?
It's just taking pride. Like at the end of the day, like everyone wants to go far in their careers. The only way to get far is being well-rounded. So it's just taking pride in a different aspect of basketball, but it's all one game. So I think I've really appreciated kind of like the art of it and like how to be good at something else. You know what I mean?
Mentioned being the first guy in the gym, last one out. Who's the second guy in the gym, second one to leave? Who are some of the guys you notice are getting in there early and late?
Los is in the gym a lot. Ortega, he's in the gym a lot. TG, Tanner, he's in the gym a lot. Jake Rose too. Everyone's a gym rat. I just think like, I got it, you know, I'm the biggest gym rat.
How different are those freshmen from just last month?
They've taken huge steps. I would say they might be some of the best freshmen in the country. They very much so came in like physically gifted, and their understanding and absorption of learning the game has been really good. You don't see that from a lot of freshmen. And I know comparing myself to them when I was at Virginia Tech, I was less open to learning, which, you know, I don't know what that meant for my career, but the way these guys have attacked learning and taking coaching is really going to help them this year and, you know, in future years as well.
How do you really try to develop relationships with your new teammates? Maybe off the court. You guys hang out often. Who you got close with?
So I get boba with Jalen once or twice a week. I hang out with Ortega and Los. We go get African food. Me and Luke go and get Brio Bowl pretty weekly. CJ, me, and Grant watch movies and stuff together. They show me a lot of music. And then me and Bijan have Spanish together, so every day we drive there and back together. So I've done a really good job of, you know, just really appreciating the fact that outside of just putting the ball in a basket, everyone here is a person. And I think it's so valuable to just really appreciate everyone you're around. And, you know, I'm so thankful to be around like a great group of people.
How good's your Spanish?
My Spanish? It's muy bien.
I apologize if somebody's already asked you about this, but I know Coach Brady, the assistant, people refer to him as kind of the shot doctor. How much have you worked with him, and what's that process been like for you?
So one of the first days he met me, he goes, if I were to change your jump shot, I'd move it over to the right. And I was like, nope. And we kind of had this bet going where if I don't shoot like a really good three-point percentage, I'll change it. But we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to win the bet, though.
Is there a goal? Is there like a threshold you have to hit?
I would say 37 to 40, for real, yeah.
What about Coach Silda? You mentioned he was one of the first ones to reach out to you. What's that relationship like with him?
He's like, it's so funny, like, outside of basketball, we're really good. Like, we can have any kind of conversation, but then he's also like, on my butt all the time to make sure I'm doing well. So some days I'm like, but I know he's trying to get the best out of me, which I really appreciate. And every single day I just take a positive lens of coaching and try to make sure, like, listen to what the message is and not how it's being said.
Is E any different compared to the Northwestern days?
Skinnier. That's the biggest difference. He's skinnier, but he's still the same dude.
Time for one more question.
Well, you guys had the exhibition on Tuesday. I'm sure you've been asked about it. But as a team, first time on the floor against somebody else, what are the team's expectations? What are you guys looking for in that exhibition?
I think just to like put it all together. I think we have a team identity from practicing and playing in Europe. But I think now it'll be really cool to just put it all together and start the season and, you know, kind of get on a roll and surprise everybody.
Sooner Scoop HD.